All right, we're going to make ourselves a little off-road vehicle, a little Jeep Elite. We're going to start with a line drawing. So I'm going to click Sketch. I'm going to go to Polyline, and I'm going to I'll start right here. I'm going to draw myself. Actually, I'm going to start right here to make it easy. I'm going to go up. I'm going to go in for the hood. I'm going to give it a slight angle up to the top for the windshield. I'm going to go the whole, let's undo that escape here. I'm going to move this guy up a little bit. You got a weird angle. We don't want a Kia Soul. We want a Jeep. So from here, I'm going to go back to Sketch. And if you get messed up, as you can see, you can just adjust the lines by clicking and dragging on them. I'm going to go back to Polyline. Now I have to make sure I'm editing this sketch. So it has to turn green. It has to say click to edit sketch. Otherwise, I'm just going to be laying stuff on top of it and it won't work. So I'm going to click here. Now I'm going to specify my first point there. I'll go down to the bottom here. And then I'm going to come in just a tiny little bit because I want to give this a great departure and approach angle. So I'm going to make those wheels really close to the front and back of the car. I'm going to select Polyline again, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click to edit sketch. I'm going to specify my first point. I'm going to come in just a tiny little bit, and I'm going to exit mode. Now I got to put in my wheel wells. So I'm going to go to sketch. I'm going to go to 3-point arc. I'm going to, once again, click to edit sketch, specify my first point, specify my end point, and then I'm going to pop it up to that first line there. I'll do the same thing down here. 3-point arc, edit sketch, specify first point, specify end point, and pop it up to that line. And there we go. Now I'm going to finish enclosing this by going to Sketch. I'll select Polyline for the last time. I'm going to edit sketch again, specify first point, and last point, and the whole thing turns blue, and that's how I know that I've done my job right and I can now extrude this shape. If it doesn't turn blue, somewhere along the lines you didn't connect the dots properly, and so it's not going to work properly. You need to go back and probably redraw it. Okay, so from here I can click on it because it is turning that nice light blue color, and I can go to Extrude. Extrude can also be found under the Construct menu here. I can then pull up or enter a specific number. I am going to just pull this guy up by hand. Was that 13? All right, well, let's call this 15 then. Let's do 15 millimeters. That should look good. I'm going to click in the box, 1, 5, hit enter, and there we go. Starting to look like our little Jeep here, or whatever you want to call it. Maybe it's a Land Cruiser. All right, now we're going to draw the wheels. This should be pretty easy. All we got to do is draw one circle. So I'm going to go right here in the middle of my wheel well. And I'm going to click here and draw my circle. There we go. Wait for it. I'm going to make it as big as possible. There we are. That's pretty good. All right. Now, I'm going to exit out of this mode by hitting escape. I'm going to click on my drawing, and I'm going to extrude it also. I'm going to extrude this up probably 3 millimeters. Let's see if that looks good. Yeah, it looks great. And just hit enter. All right. Now, I've got myself a wheel. If you want to make them fatter, go ahead. Make it 3.5 or 4 millimeters even. Go crazy. All right, we're going to go Control-C, Control-V, make a copy of this thing, and slide it on down. Now, let's make sure that's in the right location. It looks like it's a little bit too far back. That's better. Okay, now I'm going to select this. I'm going to Control-C, Control-V one more time. This time, though, I'm going to bring it up. Zoop. It's like about 12 millimeters because, of course, we've got that 3 millimeter offset already. Hit enter. There we go. And then lastly, I'm going to select this wheel, Control-C, Control-V, and then I'm going to put it up another 12 millimeters so it's flush with the side of the car. There we go. Enter. And I just need one for the back, so I'm going to make my final one. I'll select this one. I will Control C, Control V, and I'm going to move this over here. Then all I need to do is snap it to the back. So I'm going to rotate around here. I'm going to select my snap tool, this surface to this surface, and voila! I got myself a little Jeep looking thing. Now, my last step, I'm going to move, you obviously don't need to do this if you're doing it for the first time. I'm going to move this Jeep out of the way. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to combine the entire thing. In fact, I think I already have here solid. Oh yeah, I already did. Look at that. So I'm going to move this sucker now by clicking on it. And we're just going to move this whole thing down. Oh, I forgot one of my wheels. Look at that. But that's fine. Now I got room to spare. So now I can rotate around like this and see the front of my Jeep. And in case you couldn't guess, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a couple of circles on the front of my Jeep and then extrude them to make headlights. So I'm going to go to Sketch Circle. I'm going to select this plane right here. I'm going to specify the center of my circle there, and I'm just going to draw it out. Make them bigger or smaller depending on how big or small I want my headlights. There we go. I do the same thing. I Control C, Control V, and then I move this thing over here. That looks pretty good to me. Just eyeballing it. And then all I got to do is extrude them. So click there. Go here, extrude. I'm going to pop it out 0.75. Hit enter. And you can actually do them both at the same time to save yourself some time if you want to. Extrude again and 0.75. There you have it. You got yourself a little Jeep-a-leap. Check out that sweet approach and departure angle. Breakover's okay, but yeah, you'll do all right. You'll do all right. It's a nice little Land Cruiser, if you will. And there you have it.